We need to understand that dehydrated skin is something that affects everyone. Whether you are younger or older, or whatever your skin type is, it can be dehydrated. It particularly affects people who have dry skin because they often confuse dry and dehydrated. But even if you have a mixed skin or oily skin, it can still be dehydrated. In fact, when you have oily skin that's dehydrated, it produces even more sebum, making you think that you really need to use some hard. We need to remember that water is the source of life, and our bodies are made up of 70% water. 15% of that is in our skin, and our skin itself is made of 70% water. Most of this water is stocked in the inner layer, which is the dermis, and it flows in from one to another, all the way up to the top layer of our skin. We need to understand that the water migrates from one layer of the skin to another until it gets to the outer layer. And what happens when the outer layer is broken, it doesn't have the lipid film anymore there, the water easily just goes out. This is what we call the transepidermal water loss. Very often, if that lipid layer that keeps the water in is altered physiologically, that means that the water is just going to evaporate much quicker. And this is usually happens through the kinds of products that we use, where we live, if it's very cold. And this is the reason why we need to very much protect this outer layer by choosing carefully what types of products we are using. Our skin is at a very comfortable pH of 5.5. So we really don't want to do things that are going to bother it too much by using products that are at either extreme. Another thing you need to keep in mind and to add or remove is if you have hard water in your house and you don't have a water softener, you may want to think about adding a floral mist. What's going to happen is that when you come out of the shower immediately and you start your routine, you spray some. What this floral water does is that it neutralizes anything that's going on with the water that you are using to bathe. And not only it's going to neutralize everything on your skin, then your routine is also going to feel and work much better. If you are over 50 like I am, you may want to try a rose water. That's very good for anti-aging. And if you have sensitive skin or mixed skin, then you may want to try some chamomile water. That's going to really help with all of that sensitivity. Now, remember to also look for non-alcohol containing waters. That's a very important thing because alcohol can be very drying. And no, don't make any floral waters just yet.